It's hot. It's new. It's now. The Pure Focus Podcast. Every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. With artist spotlights, mental health, music industry information, business, life, and more. The Pure Focus Podcast. The epitome of the industry. Taking content to the next level. With your host, DJ Pinky. And co-host, Miss Unique. Check us out every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Pure Focus Podcast. Pure Focus Podcast.
All right, good evening, everyone. I'm your host, DJ Pinky, and I have my other host here, Miss Unique. And we are surrounded here today with some lovely, lovely people. And we even got Junior on here too. So, hey, he said he didn't want to be left out. But today, here on Pure Focus Podcast, we're engaging in conversations with individuals as a variety of topics such as the music industry, the business, and everyday living. So today we got DJs, we got business owners, we got hosts, we got everything that makes up the industry pretty much here. And we're gonna start out, and I'm gonna let each and every one of them give an introduction of themselves and kind of give you a rundown of what they do, and then we're gonna get into our little conversation. So I guess we'll start with the ladies. I'm gonna start at the bottom here. And then we'll work our way up to the top, and then we'll go across and then down. Okay.
Okay, well, my name is Robbie K. Furge. I'm a serial entrepreneur hailing from the great historic city of Natchez, Mississippi. I am a business coach, a life coach, owner of 9 businesses, a proud mom of a 7-year-old, and I'm also a married, beautiful, I'm a beautiful, lovely married woman to Dr. Maurice Furge, and I'm excited to be a part of today's discussion.
All right. To the top up there, the next lady.
Hello, everyone. My name is DJ Vivacious, reigning from the great state of Houston, Texas. I've been DJing for over 20 years. The name of my company is Just My Music Production. I DJ open format DJ of different genres, and just trying to excel further than what I have as of today. Sell further.
All right. Mr. B.
They call me DJ D Bell out here in Killeen, Texas, by way of New York City. My company is GEM Entertainment, the GEM, Green Eye Monster Entertainment. We play, the motto is, if you paying, we playing. So I do all genres, all ages, doesn't matter.
All right, so I'm Dylan West, aka DJ Lit West, owner of Dylan West Productions LLC, which is a multimedia company that specializes in photography, videography, and DJ services. So kind of a man in many hats, but whatever it is to get the job done, that's what I try to do.
All right. Well, y'all already know little old me. I'm DJ Pinky. Been DJing for some years. I'm owner of Pinky Entertainment LLC. And under that entertainment, I do a little bit of everything. I do social media marketing. Of course, I'm a mobile DJ. I'm stepping into videography and photography with the help of DJ West and also DJ Baby G. But other than that, I'm trying to be one-stop shop. So I'm a mother of 2. And that's about it about me. Last but not least, Miss Unique.
I am Miss Unique. I am from Clarksville, Mississippi. I have a podcast called The Unique Experience, as well as I'm the co-host of this podcast, Pure Focus Podcast. I'm a mother of 6 and a grandmother of 2. And I also do different hosting sessions as far as churches, businesses, events, and I host different school events such as teen events and other events. And I'm also a oh, I got so much. I'm also in the field of in the medical field. I do things focused on mental health awareness. So that's about the gist of who I am and what I do.
All right. Well, we're gonna get this ball rolling. So my first question would be, and if anybody want to answer, we just gonna go in it. As business owners, one of the main things today that I see going, I think Miss Robbie said she is like an event planner, and we was kind of talking off the screen here earlier before we got going, and I think a few people touched on some things, so that kind of steered me to go this way with this. Um, as an event planner and a business owner, some people don't value DJs as much, and I heard you say Dylan was your host DJ, the house DJ. So, coming from a business perspective and coming from a person like you, and when I say you, event planner, event owner, and a restaurant owner, what's the value to you from a DJ? What's your value of a DJ?
We like to call Dylan the atmosphere ambassador at our spot. And so music sets the atmosphere for any type of event, any type of setting. Music is also the key thing that brings everybody together, regardless of race, ethnicity, economic status. And so our value is that music is one of the highest values of any event, whether that's a church event, um, whether that's a birthday party, a retirement party. It's the music, right? It's the music that soothes the soul. It's the music that inspires the heart. It's the music that makes people happy. So we have a very high price, with a high value, I would say, when it comes to where DJs fit in the scope of the business sector. And I hate going to an event where there isn't good music or there isn't a quality sound there, because that one little thing, what people think is small, it can determine what the entire event is going to be. So I personally, I would say, as a business owner, and Dylan will tell you, even when he's not there, music is always rocking at the river, because we got to have that atmosphere set right, because we don't know, somebody may come in the house and may come to the restaurant, may have had a bad day. Dylan's rocking out, playing Happy Feelings. That might get them in a space and get them off of the stress of what they had going on before they got there. So I place a very high value on music and the atmosphere that it sets.
Okay. Do one of my DJs up there want to elaborate on that? Mr. Bell, Vivacious? Any one of y'all want to elaborate on that?
I can, and I agree with Miss Robin. The music does set the tone for the event itself. Music does soothe the soul, and as she stated, it could be someone that came in and having a bad day, and just because of that particular tone that you have presented at that particular time, can boost that person back up, to where now they're happy again. And DJs does play a valuable role in it. Like I said, just playing the right type of music, whether it's R&B, blues, southern soul, or even gospel, just the tone itself will set everybody mood right.
All right. Mr. Bell, I think you had something you wanted to say.
Well, I'm gonna agree with both of these young ladies, because it is the honest truth. I she said, what you call them, the atmosphere ambassador. I like to call it crowd control, because without the DJ, there is no really controlling the crowd. And like as this young lady stated, you don't want to go nowhere where the music is whack. You don't want to go nowhere where they playing stuff you don't want to hear. You don't want to go. You don't want to be in a place where the music is just horrible, and you're not setting no type of tone, or no type of story, or no type of you know, where you going with this? You know, because I know we've all been to places he go from, like you said, he go from happy feelings, and now we going to look at me now. You can't do that. It doesn't work like that. So, and you know, they both 100% right. We are the controllers, and a lot of establishments don't understand that. A lot of establishments don't get that. They don't understand that we keep your crowd here, but it's not our job to bring the crowd to you.
Mm.
they,
Ooh.
they want us to bring your following. It's maybe your establishment is the reason why the following ain't coming. So don't blame the DJ when people don't show up. Look at the people you around and look at what your building is doing before the people don't come in. Because the DJ gonna come do his job.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna come do him or her. They gonna come do their job because that's what we do. Mm-hmm. So I appreciate you holding Lit West to that standard and that appreciation. That's what's up. I'm definitely gonna have to come through and check them out now.
Hey, Wes.
Hey, for sure. Hey, come on down, man. But going back to the topic, and like Robbie said, you know, and it was so interesting how that quote itself for me came up. We were in a business meeting one time, and we was talking to a coach, and Robbie was, again, like she always do, you know, well represents me and tell people how I rock the crowd and stuff. And I forgot her name. I feel bad for not thinking of it right now, top of my head, but Robbie know
Dr.
who I'm
Jackson.
talking about.
Dr.
Yeah,
Jackson.
Dr. Jackson. And she say, Dylan, do you have a business slogan? And I was like, nah, not at the moment. She was like, well, do you realize with what you're doing and your gift, you know, that's a gift from God, and you are the atmosphere ambassador, because everything that you bring into this affects the people, you know, and they mood. And ever since then, I've been using it, you know. But yeah, that's true. You have to have, you know, a DJ that brings value, and also, like you say, can actually read the crowd. Because and some of you all can probably attest to this too, like even going to different spaces and watching different DJs, especially when you're not working that night and you witnessing what we would call a bad DJ or something. It's just something that just bothers you on the inside. You be like, man, can I just go plug up for a second, you know? And it be some of the ones that get on Facebook and social media and do all this talking down in the next person and all that. But then you look at they set and be like, bro, all you doing is echoing out every song. You going from this to that. You know, no shade to nobody, but it's just the truth. You know, that's just how it goes. So, you know, it's very important to have somebody that understands that it's not just pushing a button to play music. You know, it's about reading the crowd, you know, seeing how the people reacting and knowing the right situation, you know, when to play what song. You know, if it's 9 o'clock and you got to go till 12, you don't want to start off with Set It Off by Boosie and ain't nobody even in the building yet, you know. So that's just how it go. But I'm just being honest, man. I'm just being honest. But I forgot what the question even was, though. But yeah, appreciate all the support.
Hey, you not lying. You are not
Yeah,
lying.
He's not.
No.
yeah.
I'm down here in Killeen at the VFW every Friday night. I remember it was one night at 9:30. She was like, "Can I get Gucci Man?" I'm like, "Really? Really? It's 9:30. You want me to play Gucci Man now? I'm gonna need you to wait till 1 o'clock."
Yeah, exactly. I think what irks me is I hate when I'm at an event and the DJ is not reading the crowd and you have children present and they want to start off with the vulgar music. Common sense, play your edits, tracks, and a lot of us black people, what we do is, you know, after 10 or 11 o'clock, they send the kids away, they send the church people away, and then they say turn up like a club. Then you can play that type of music. But it just irks me when they just don't care and they playing all the explicit music and you have children present and you wonder why the kids running around here twerking and playing or singing the actual lyrics to the song because they listen to you play. And to me, that's not setting an example as a DJ. You have to read that crowd. You have to know when it's just strictly grown, it's sexy, or it's a hip hop crowd, R&B crowd, or if children are present. Play the music that is presentable for those children that are there at that time.
I definitely agree with that. I remember when I first really started DJing back in the early 2000s, because I started in high school, but high school, then joined the military, so I let it go. Then came back in the early 2000s. I was just that guy. I was that guy. Filth, Florin, Farm, Filth. Every song, didn't care. Then I met who I call my mentor, my El Capitan, DJ Dub 6. And he came at me one day because he was working on the radio station. I was like, yo, I want to get like you. He's like, first and foremost, you got to stop playing all this cussing music. Stop playing. You want to get on the radio, stop playing all this cussing music. He said, it don't matter what you play. You can play it edited in the club. They going to sing what they want to sing, but you still can play it edited in the club. So for the last 20 years, if I play a song with cussing in it, it's after 1 o'clock. Otherwise than that, straight, clean, radio friendly, kid friendly, grandma friendly. And people laugh at me, and I don't care. Laugh at me. But in the same token, that's why I've been doing a high school prom here for the last 10 years. And they call me up again. You ready for prom? Sure, let's go. Because I know not to play or none of that crazy music. But you are 100% right about playing that filth, Florin, filth at the high school parties, the backyard parties, the family reunions, and all that.
And see, for me as a restaurant and event space owner, Dylan knows my policy. Before he comes in, I'm in the heart of downtown. We're the first Black-owned restaurant ever on Main Street. And so there are people, tourists, and everybody walking up and down the street. So we not only have to control what we play for the people on the inside, but we also have to be respectful of the people that are walking down the street, and what's going on in there. Are they cursing? And, we got kids walking by the window. So he knows for us it's 100% censored or whatever the case may be at our establishment. And I think a lot of event owners or whatever type of establishment it is may need to set up some conversations with DJs before they come in so people will know or have some level of expectation. So Dylan hadn't missed yet. I don't care if I call Dylan and say, hey, we got a techno party. This is what I need you to do. Or we got X, Y, and Z. He has already figured it out. Before he got there, he ain't winging it when he get in there because he spent some time in his craft to ensure that the atmosphere stays the way that it needs to stay and it's not offensive to anybody. And then we don't run into any problems because the first thing people are going to do is go to Google or social media or whatever the case may be and be like, hey, I went to this restaurant and, like he said, they was playing Boots and Set It Off and my 5-year-old was sitting right there or whatever, or, they playing Busted Wide Open and I got my little kid, whatever. So that even though Dylan, he's feeling the moment and the vibe, it's affecting my business. You understand what I'm saying? So I think a lot of times, even when people bring in DJs, and I know sometimes if people choose to bring in their own DJ because we do give them that option, I give them the same speech that Dylan has gotten. You can come here, but these are our rules. And at any point, everybody know me in the SIP, I will unplug your stuff or whatever, turn them lights on. You got to go because you're going to cost me. And I'm gonna look out for me. I'm just gonna be honest in that regard, and not you getting your 1 minute reel that you want to post on social media and shine for a second, and you've affected my business for eternity. I ain't got time for that. So I think there needs to be a good conversation between DJs and event space owners or event planners. Like, this is the expectation. This is what we're looking for. What can you do? And Dylan, no, there's a lot of cats out there in our town that's spinning, but ain't nobody been there because they know the deal. This my house guy, this the deal. And when we sit down, if Dylan can't make it, we go through the list. Nah, yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And it's God's honest truth, because I know also too, as an event owner, business owner, that certain types of people follow certain types of DJs.
Correct.
Now, crowd situation.
There you go, right there.
I don't need y'all stand on my furniture, start no fights, or none of that other kind of stuff. So y'all go wherever he at, because he ain't finna be over here. Right. So but anyway, that's my spiel. Sorry, DJ.
No. That was my question. That's the question I was gonna ask, but baby, you hit the head right on the nails. Go on in it. I ain't gotta ask.
About it is you're an owner that cares. Mm-hmm. Other owners just looking at the money. Mm-hmm. That's all they care about is the money. That's the difference that sets you aside from other owners. You care. Mm-hmm. They don't. They just all about the mighty dollar. Mm-hmm. And that's where that comes in. Can your followers come in? Can you pack the house and all of that? That goes all under that.
And Miss Robbie, that was a question that I was going to ask, and I know the rest of them will probably elaborate on it. Okay. DJ D Bell touched on it. So with your establishment, you're not looking for dealing, or if it is not dealing that day, if you need another DJ, you're not looking for them to bring that crowd in, right?
No. Okay. With our establishment as a restaurant and event space, we already have our own following, right? Mm-hmm. So we're not pressuring Dylan to bring anybody in. All we ask Dylan to do is, hey, when we post this, make sure you share it on your social sites, so on and so forth, and we're good. It's our job to market and promote to get people to come to the event. It's not Dylan's job to do that. Dylan is hired to to set the atmosphere. That's his job. He's not required to get so many people or pack the space out. That's what we're there for. That's what I pay a marketing team for, right? That's what, that's what our staff does if something pops off. So you'll see a bunch of us posting stuff, but we don't require him to do that at all. And I know that's a lot of pressure for a lot of DJs, because like you said, every event owner is not the same, or every event planner is not the same. But that pressure that's my burden. That's not Dylan's burden.
Amen. Oh, I'm glad you said that. Look at him. I know they want to say so. Come on.
I'm agree 100% with you, because it shouldn't be up to the DJ, the waitresses, the bartenders, the cook, and everybody else to come in to bring people into that establishment. Spend the model's been forever. To make money, you got to spend money. Spend that money on your promotion. Spend that money on your advertisement. Stop being cheap. Go to the radio stations and put it out. Put a commercial on TV. I live here in Killeen, and what's this cable company? Spectrum. Spectrum always talking about they got Spectrum business deals. Get out there and do something and promote your own spot. Yeah, I can put it out there 100 times a day. And it's not me that they're not coming to see. Like I said, it might be you. You might have left a bad taste in their mouth.
All right. Yeah, this getting good now.
Yeah.
Miss Unique, come on with it. I know she want to ask something.
It's all truth. It's all truth to that. I got hired a month and a half ago for a Southern Soul concert. And because it wasn't promoted properly and she wanted to put it all on me, she canceled out. She canceled the whole concert. It wasn't my job to promote it. It was your job to promote it, not me.
Amen. Miss Unique, you've been quiet. Come on with it.
Okay, so my question is, what is she gone? Is she still on here?
She did. Just go ahead.
Okay, so what is the concept or theme of your restaurant, due to the fact of how you say you have a value and you have a certain way that you promote your business and things that you will not allow? So what is the theme and background to get the atmosphere that you have for your restaurant?
So we've studied, I would say, the times of day. So we kind of know that during the daytime between 11 and 3. That's more of our elderly people that are going to be there. And so we kind of know that's more of a 70s, 80s kind of groove. Sometimes I come in there, they got it on all kinds of stuff, right? Or whatever. But because of the people that are in the seats, just our research and our data shows us that what type of people come in at certain times, right? And then so if it's that 3 to 6 kind of gap, you may get a little bit more R&B kind of soul kind of deal or whatever. And then anything like 6 after 6, it's kind of a mix of Southern soul. My husband back here too. What do you say? R&B. Yeah, we just base the music based off of the people that are in there. Because we want to keep them in there eating, we want to keep them in there drinking or whatever, and that music kind of definitely helps. So but like DJ Bell say, we don't want them at 11:30 playing Set It Off, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And we have all these different elderly people that are in the restaurant, and it could be very much so offensive. So I think for us, what has been helpful is just the research. And even with Dylan, he every Monday and Tuesday I send out event sheet. He'll look at the event, and then he'll call and say, okay, well, how many people we got? It's 100 folks. Okay, well, what kind of vibe they looking for? Like we have a whole conversation before he shows up, so that we can have an idea of what he needs to play and how he needs to move about it. I just don't personally, like, I've seen it before, because for a business owner, all you need is one thing to go wrong. And that's the destruction of my establishment. One wrong song, and I got people standing up in booths and on tables, right? That destroys my restaurant, period. Because research, and like I said, again, I'm a researcher. We've seen that the people that come to our restaurant are basically between the age of 32 and 55. That's where the money flow is for us. So all that other stuff, keep that where it is. But we gonna kind of stay in the vein of more Southern soul, R&B, kind of vibe or whatever, because we know the age group that's coming through. I hope I answered your question. I was a little bit distracted. My husband finds distracted when he came in.
I know that's right. The next question is based on, like, what do you find most challenging being a business that you are and you have it all together, right? So what are the most challenging situations when it comes to running the restaurant, being that you do catering, you do other things? How do you overcome the challenges as far as other businesses? Or do you I want to say, do you partnership? Have you ever tried to partnership with any other business or any other catering services to help build them up?
Dylan know this about me. I'm the queen of collaboration. I believe partner or perish. A lot of times things won't get done because we refuse to partner with other people. Now, I'm very cautious of who I partner with too. And I told y'all before we got on, I'm a pastor. At the end of the day, the Bible says a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches. So my name good. I'm not just going to collab with you just for the sake of collaboration, because your name may affect the name that I've established for myself. So I do believe in partnership. I do believe in collaboration. But I also think that what you mentioned about the challenges, one of the challenges is for most of us, we do not want a partner. We do not want to collaborate, because I think a lot of times some people feel that they want to get the glory, and I'm more about taking territory, right? My name don't need to be on the flyer. Just make sure my name on the account or the check that's cut, right, or whatever. But a lot of times I think it's challenging because the mentality that people have is like, I gotta do this, I gotta, I'm saying, we're fighting for a spot when there's so much space. And so that's one of the challenges that I see for a lot of business owners, because cross marketing also is very helpful in boosting your business and boosting your business sales as well. But a lot of people won't even, attempt to quote unquote cross market. And sometimes I'll say this: we see each other so much as a threat because we are in the same industry. But just like everywhere else, you gonna get who you gonna get. I'm gonna get who I'm gonna get, right? But somehow we've taken this mentality just because we do the same thing, we cannot help each other, right? But it's crazy. Like if Dylan was coming to the DJ at the restaurant, and say, hey, Miss Robbie, I'm gonna bring in, DJ Bell. Is that cool? We're gonna do this together, so on and so forth. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But I think a lot of times we fight so much for the spot that we don't realize there's a whole bunch of space. And we all can eat. You know what I'm saying? And we all can come up together. But that whole collaboration piece, I think culturally, that's just, a part. And I'll share this story with you guys. I'll never forget when I owned my first boutique in downtown. There were 3 Caucasian men that came in, and they all were antique dealers. And they all their stores, we were all in the same block. And so they came in and they said, hey, we trying to get this building next door to you. And I'm looking because one of my landlord, I'm like, what you coming over here asking me for? And so they was like, well, we know that you know the family. Can you go and talk to them and see if they're interested in selling? Because maybe they just don't want to sell to us. And I was like, all right, cool. I was like, well, what's my cut? Because I'm going ahead and negotiate a deal, right? And so anyway, after I did talk to that particular, those particular people, and they were like, no, we're not interested in selling. Well, what ended up happening was when I talked to my landlord again, I said, hey, let me ask you this. I said, I thought y'all 3 didn't get along. He said, we don't. He got 250,000, I got 250, and he got 250. He said, at the end of the day, we deal in bottom lines and we deal in numbers. He said, if you're going to do business, you cannot do business from an emotional standpoint. You got to do business, because a lot of us, well, I don't like her and I don't like this, but she might be the very answer to the problem that's in your establishment. But because you and your feelings, ain't no money in your feelings. You know what I'm saying? So get out of them, right? But they taught me a valuable lesson that sometimes you got to collaborate, even though, find that common ground that both of you all have and collab with that. Don't worry about all the other stuff. And so I see that that's a not just with business in general, but that's with ministry. That's with, heck, even in marriage, couples can't even get on one accord and partner, right? Or with politics, people just don't collab. And so they suffer. And like I tell people all the time, if Jesus needed 12 people, what you think you need?
Ooh.
He needed some folks to walk the journey with him. You think you don't need nobody? Come on now. This is the Son of God, whatever the case may be. He had sense enough to say, hey, I need 12 partners to ride with me, and we're going to figure this out as we go for 3.5 years. So as a business owner, as a DJ, as a whatever event planner, as whatever it is that you're called to do, you need people. And we just, because I think I told Dylan today, relationships are the greatest form of currency. That's where your money comes from the people.
Oof.
Okay, sorry.
Who want to come behind that? You, oof. I think somebody want to say something, Wes. Bell, come on.
I told you, Robert gonna bring that fire, man.
I'm gonna say you 110%, and Vivacious and West, they probably gonna know what I'm about to say, but this business right here, this DJ business, is cutthroat. It's very hard to find a group of people, male or female, that will want to collaborate and be on the same sheet of music with you, because someone always thinks you trying to outshine them. I don't need to shine no more. If I call you up and say, hey man, come spin with me. Just bring your laptop. Come spin with me. I don't care if you better than me. I don't care. Let's shine together. But you got too many cats that's too busy worried about that light. They want to shine in that light. They want to be the hottest name on the street. They want to be in everybody's mouth. I said, you can be that dude in everybody's mouth making that whatever money you making. I'm gonna sit back here in the background and be quietly making 5 times of what you making, because you can have the city. I got the other 49 states.
That one. Ooh.
Look, everybody want that spotlight, but they can't handle the heat that come from it. That's what I tell them all the time. And some of us, I'm like you. It don't really matter to me, because people that are used to the light come to them anyway. Even when we ain't trying to shine, we gonna shine anyway. So, but you're right. I mean, it not just your industry, my industry, my husband's industry, everybody's industry is cutthroat, because that's something internally that people haven't dealt with, that their need for validation and their need for approval and their need for status, overpowers the fact that they can't work with other folks. So,
yeah, it's.
And I'm a pastor, so from the church world, that's 100%.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, it's cutthroat out there real bad. I remember telling the DJ, I don't have to go out. I'm blessed to where I don't have to go out, and you know how some DJs like to go to clubs and beg for if you need a DJ or this and that the other. I'm proud to say I can just be at home laying in the bed and I get a phone call. So I just had that to happen to me though. The club I currently DJ at, the DJ they fired way before I got there. He shows up there, but ironically, I know this DJ. So he comes in, he hugs me, and he said, "Oh, Vivacious, I didn't know you was DJing here." And then at the end of the night, what do I hear from the club owner? He went to the club owner. She trash. Y'all need to get rid of her. Y'all need to put me back here. But you just came to me early on in the night, hug me. Girl, you jamming your butt off. But then go back and do that. So I'm like, this is crazy. And just like Bill say, I don't have nothing to prove. I've been in this game over 20-some years. I did whatever I had to prove. One, I'm a female, so I got to prove to all the males that I can handle my business on my own. I can do what they do. And some, I can do it better. So, I'm 53 years old. I'll be 54. I have nothing to prove at all. Just to be there, play the music that everybody wants to hear and listen and dance to, and go on by my business. I made my money for the day, and I'm gone.
And that's all it should be. That's all it should be. And you would think that, especially now with the way, the easiness that you can become a DJ. Because when I started DJing, you still had to go to the record store and buy 12-inch records. We were limited then. We were limited then. You had to buy turntables, you had to buy amps, you had to buy speakers. We were limited then. Now it's so easy. We're saturated. And there's nothing wrong with the saturation, but can we come together and let's control the city instead of control the narrative instead of letting the narrative control us?
Yeah. Well, I think we need more business owners like Miss Robbie. We need more business owners like you, because a lot of times people they look over the DJs. I mean, we get looked over plenty of times. They'll go get the venue, they'll pay the caterer, they'll pay the decorator, they'll pay everybody else, but then when it comes to the DJ, oh well, I got a budget and this is all I have left. But in our book, and I know they're going to say yes, you get your building first, then your DJ, then everything else come, because we are the life of the party. And, respect. And I see you spoke highly of Wes. You spoke highly of him, I mean, we want to eat too, but we're the first one to get there and we're the last ones to leave. And then we were just joking. I was just saying, sometimes I've been to Natchez and I've been to some of those places, and baby, the elevator wasn't working and trying to get that equipment up. Or if you get up, coming down ain't the problem, but going up, that's the problem. So you have to value your people at all times. And just like Wes, I'm sure he valued you because of you being the boss. I'm sure he valued you, So it works both ways in this business, in this industry. And even in Unique's place, she's a host, So you might have a host in your building that greets the people that come in, it's just out of respect. But as a business owner, I know you get it from every end. I mean, you need us. Just like you said, that makes your business, a lot better. Because I know the food is great, but you need us just like we need you. So right here, we all want to eat. But I promise you, though, when I come back to Natchez, ooh, baby, I'm coming. So I'm gonna make sure my appetite is good because I'm coming back and I'm gonna eat goods. So February the
Oh
24th,
damn.
I'm coming. But do any one of you all want to ask Miss Robbie anything? Coming from a DJ's perspective or just from an entrepreneur, she's here and open. So it don't have to be just me and Unique that's asking the questions. If y'all have something that y'all would like to ask, by all means, I want you guys to ask these questions.
I
So I
want to
was
know
gonna
when I
touch
can
back.
come down and hang out
Go
with
ahead,
Wes.
sir.
That's what I want to know.
Man, look, we're gonna get each other contact info. I'm gonna definitely keep you tapped in, man. But
Hey man,
also kind of,
ain't no thing to get in the car.
hey, you right. And then look, kind of chiming back on, everything too, when y'all was talking about that spotlight, when it comes to DJs, because it's something that is that I see also from a photographer standpoint and videographer and DJ. I'm in three different industries, and it's pretty much all the same. Like you say, that everybody want to get the shine on, they want to be this, they want to be that, but they don't understand what comes with it. It's more than just taking a nice picture or being in front of the crowd, everybody saying your name. It's like, can you really handle the stuff outside of that day by day? Like even thinking about now, it's so crazy because you will never think some of the people that's paying attention to you because I'll be sometimes in the store. Like one day I was on the casino, this was like a week or two ago, and the guy, he grew up like with my parents and stuff, and I don't know him, but we were just talking about the football games and this and that. And then at the end, he was like, "Hey man, keep up the good work. I see you out here doing your thing." But I appreciated the fact that he even took the time to acknowledge it because a lot of people will be watching you, but they won't say nothing. But as soon as you make that one mistake at that gig or that one photo don't come out right, that person go. And just like Vivacious was saying about the person that went behind her back and said that she was trash and all this, but in front of her face they were saying a whole different story. I'd experienced that too many times, But one thing I like to say, and Rob, it is not technically in the Bible, but one thing I like to say is if they hated on Jesus, who am I? You know, so who am I to think that I won't get in it? But being in this industry, like I say, as a DJ or whatever you're doing, it comes with a great responsibility. And a lot of DJs also don't realize it matters what you do outside of this, and how you carry yourself in public too. Will take you a long way because Robert will tell you it's a lot of DJs and photographers and all that in the city, but I'd have been in more rooms than most of them will ever be in, just because of the type of person that I am and the way that I carry myself as a person, So it goes more than just music, make sure that you are mentally prepared with what comes with this. Especially when the people come up to you with them song requests and be like, "Hey, cut that off, play this," and then you got to know how to handle yourself in that moment because I done had run-ins where the crowd jumping, and then you got that one person, and I'm sure y'all experienced that too. Come up to you, turn that off. We don't want to hear that. I'm like, who is we? You ain't signed the check, So, that's one thing I want to ask too. Myself, since Pinker said we can open the floor up. As a DJ, what is something you all experienced at a gig that in that moment you had to remain as professional as possible because you knew if you would have reacted how you really wanted to, you could have damaged your brand and yourself at that time. So whoever want to go first. Bill look like he got a lot of stories. What happened, man? What happened?
Go ahead, Mr. Bell.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and tell no bold-faced lie. It wasn't about damaging my brand. It was just more or less I had to learn how to eat what people say sometimes. You have to because I've had people walk up and, like you say, the floor bumping. Man, you sorry. Okay. you right. I suck. I'm terrible. I'm that guy. But There's also been times when people they push it. They stick their hand in the booth, want to touch your stuff. Hold on, player. I'll cut the music off, fold all this stuff up, and we can do what we do because you didn't pay for none of this. And the club probably didn't pay for it either. So, because there's not a lot of establishments. I don't know the way Miss Robbie talking. She sounds like you plug and play, which is a beautiful thing. But a lot of establishments these days want you to bring your whole setup because they ain't got no sound in their building. You know, and I've had people, you know, can you please take your cup off my speaker, ma'am? Dude, can you please take your cup off my speaker? Man, can you just please move your stuff and move away from my speaker? And you trying to be nice, but you know, he oiled up and licked it up, and he got that courage on him. Security, please come get him. Security, please come get him. I'm gonna wait for you outside. I mean, you ain't gotta wait for me outside. If you really you bad enough, walk up to the booth. Cause I'm not gonna chase you. But because now you testing my manhood. But a lot of people don't understand that equipment costs money. They think it's just there to be there. It's for show. I can lean on it. I could put my food on it. I put my drink. People don't understand. I will cut the music off. Please take your plate off my speaker. Please. One warning. That's it. Next time I'm taking and put it in the trash. Because insurance or no insurance, when it's still broken and it busts or something happened, who got to pay for it? Me. But yeah, you got them dudes, or like you say, man, cut that off. This song whack. But you the only one standing up here. The rest of the floor out there doing whatever they doing, two-stepping, line dancing, southern souling, whatever they doing. But you got a problem. Okay. What's your request? Yeah, I'll get to it. Thank you. Have a seat. Sometimes you eat it. I'll take your request all day. If it don't fit, it don't fit. If it fit, it fit. You can make it fit. For a nominal fee, you can make it fit.
You tip it?
For a nominal fee, you can make it fit. And I'm not talking about $5, $10 either. You can make it fit. Shoot. How bad you want to hear it? Let's see. Dude, I'll give you a prime example. Do every Friday night. I'm in 80, 90, 89, 90 beats per minute, getting it in. Hey, man, play that R. Kelly and Keith Murray. It don't fit. It don't fit. It ain't going to fit? No. Okay, yeah, have a nice day. They don't get that part because a lot of people, unfortunately, especially again, this is the devil. This is the devil. They think that you are their phone. How they can switch songs on phones so fast. They don't understand that, no, this is not what you say, Wes. Push a button. No, this is not what we do. We mixing. We blending. We having a party. We say echo out. We ain't echoing out. And if I echo out, trust and believe the other song already coming in because I'm still blending it in. But it ain't, I'm just gonna echo out and start a new song. But I love it when you just up there and nobody, they just rocking with you. They just rocking with you. They rocking. Nobody come up to you and say nothing because you doing everything you want. But like I said, once every 4 weeks, you're going to have that one person. That one person. Yeah, you go once every 4 weeks, you're going to have that one person. That's going to be, can you play this song? What song? Oh, my favorite one, DJ's my favorite one. You know that song. By who? You know who it's by. Can you play that? Can you play that King George? Which one? You know that one? No, I don't. King George got a whole plethora of songs. Which one? You play? Can you play that Beyonce? Which one?
He not lying.
Which one?
Then they want to sing it to you.
And don't know the word.
Right.
Oh, don't go there. I remember when Bruno Mars came out with 24 Karat, they used to come and say, "Can you play that Carrot song?" What?
Oh, my favorite one. They want to show you the phone. Can you play this one? like your head not down, trying to mix two songs. They tapping you on the shoulder. They standing right in front of the booth, and they get mad because they think you ignoring them. I don't come to your job and bother you. This is my job. This is not a hobby. This is not for play. This is my job. This is my passion. I love doing what I do. Yes, I can do it in the house and be content, but I'm out here trying to give you something to do.
Hey, you got to talk on the drunk females too now.
No.
Not just the females, the drunk males too.
Yeah, males
I was
too.
gonna
Males
ask Clay
too.
about that.
But Miss
I got a
Robin,
new boyfriend every week.
but Miss Robin, on that same note, so we're gonna wrap this up real quick. On that same note, so if they come in your establishment and they clowning and wilding out like that, I'm sure you don't have a problem, cleaning house, do you?
Oh no, not at all. Any type of disturbance, they know for sure. Sheriff's department is right here. Police station is over here. We good to go. If you cannot leave kindly, then we'll make sure you leave in the back of somebody's vehicle because my staff don't play either. So to avoid any further disturbance, then we can get you removed because you cannot let one person disrupt the whole establishment or whatever, disrupt the whole vibe, disrupt the whole mood. Again, we are in that social world, so all it takes is one person to get on their phone and somebody out here clowning and acting a fool and this and that, and it ruins your brand. I ain't going up there. They got folks want to fight. They got drunk people, whatever. That's all it takes. So we're kind of really big on damage control, real quick. So when we see it, somebody see it, hey, go tap them. And Dylan will tell you, I'm not there. My husband and I are not there often, but cameras are mug. We be at the house like and making calls. Hey, y'all see your boy in the corner come in, blah, 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 whatever. Y'all make sure y'all handle that to make sure that we don't have any problems because it can get a little rough, especially people been drinking and all of that. And the reality is, as a business owner, like I say, you got to protect you. Somebody fall up in there, bust their head fighting or whatever, then they coming to sue us, right? It happened on your property. Nah, my boy, y'all need to take that outside, go in the middle of the street or whatever, or go down the street, go home. You know where you stay at. Why are you up in here wanting to tussle? You know what I'm saying? So we have to be very, 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 very careful to protect ourselves in that incident. So yeah, it's a quick, get them up out of there.
Okay. But before we end this, because this has been some informative information coming from the sides from DJs, from our videographer, photographer, entrepreneur, coming from every aspect. This has been a very interesting thing. But before we go, I want everybody to kind of tell everybody where they can find you at, where they can follow you at, whatever the case may be, whatever information y'all want to give out, y'all social media, whatever the case. If y'all want to give out a business phone number, whatever, once again, let them know the name of your business. And then we got another one question, but we're going to chop it up quick when we ask this question. But I definitely want everybody on this platform to answer this question because I feel like each and every one of you guys probably got something that y'all, with this question, I think y'all would probably want to put it out. So whoever wants to go first, let everybody know once again who you are, how they can find you guys.
Okay. Robbie K. Ferge, our establishment is Rolling River Reloaded. You can follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. We're located at 406 Main Street, downtown Natchez, Mississippi. Our contact is 601-653-0757. And our website is www.rollingriverreloaded.com. Check us out.
I'm coming.
DJ Vivacious. You can catch me on Facebook. I have two platforms on the Facebook under DJ Vivacious or just my music production, and Instagram DJ Vivacious.
Okay.
Okay. You can find me on Facebook under Derek Bell. That's DERRECK Bell. Or you can find me on Facebook under GEM Entertainment, or on Instagram DJ Bell, Twitter or X, excuse me, DJ.D.Bell. Or you can find me. I'm everywhere.
Don't forget your new YouTube. Tell them to subscribe.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Green Eye Monster.
There you go.
A YouTube channel, the Green Eye Monster. I'm trying to get it up so I can start, doing some shows on there. Start, bringing in people like y'all to come talk to me and my people. And I'm just trying to build myself up a little bit. Do something else. DJing is great, but I got a mouth. I might as well use it. I got the gift of gab, as my mother would say. So yeah, follow me.
All right.
All right, so you can find me on Facebook under Dylan West, Dillon West. Instagram at Lit West, LIT West. YouTube, same thing as Facebook, Dylan West or D West Productions. Uh, as far as business phone number, if you're really serious about it, just hit me in my DM and we can talk business.
Yeah, he definitely cold with it. Wes and I have been collabing. We don't have problems collabing for a minute now. If he can't do something, he'll definitely call me, and it's vice versa. When I met him, he was struggling. He said a little bit with his DJing, but man, he done got, whew, he done wowed me. I mean, practice
I
show.
ain't got all the way there. I'm still learning.
That's
Still
okay.
learning.
You there. D Bell has been rolling with me with my radio station for over a year and some change now. He spends every Thursday on my platform at 7 o'clock. Right now, his show is pretty number one. That's on the platform right now because he's old school. He's laid back, chill, vivacious. I haven't physically met her, but we talk a lot, and she is a sister for life for me. I thank God for her, and I know she's one call at all. That's all. Miss Unique. We bump heads, oh Lord, every day. But she has been a blessing to me. She's the hostess with the mostest. But she's real people. We are right now, we all lifing. And I just feel this platform today, with you guys coming on has been amazing because now people can see we're not just DJs, and Miss Robbie, I know that you're a business owner, you're a mother, your wife, your sister. You've got a lot of things up under your hat. Mr. Bell, I know you have a lot of things on your hat. You guys could have been anywhere else, but you guys chose to be here. Wes got, lit man over there, but he took time out to be with us. We could have all been anywhere. But it was some very informative information that came out today. And I am looking so forward to, man, we're gonna have to come back because we're gonna have to have some more discussions because Miss Robbie, I definitely want to do another one with you. My brothers, my sisters, I definitely want to do some more with you guys. But one quick question, and we got 2 minutes, so we're gonna chop it quick. Legacies. What legacies and contributions do you guys want to leave behind? What y'all want to leave behind for your children, your family, the world? What would y'all want to leave behind? So let's make it quick. Anybody?
A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So for us, the legacy of everything that we started, our son will be able to continue moving forward without the pressure. As my dad always says, he may have started in the blocks, in track and field, but we want to pass the baton on where our kid will start, in motion. Things are already be in motion. So we want to pass on generational wealth to him, that he'll be able to move forward in the things that he so desires.
Amen. Anybody else?
Yeah, just touching on what Robbie said too. What a legacy, the legacy that I want to leave for my son is for him to be able to look back and say, that my dad was a great man, and he left the blueprint for me. So rather it's and it don't even have to be with what I'm doing, DJing, photography. I'm not gonna put that pressure on him to do what I do because everybody not meant to do what their parents do, but just the work ethic itself. I mean, like my dad was he a welder, and I thought I wanted to be a welder, but got in that shop 1 or 2 days. I said that ain't for me. He said, well, you better get smart and figure something else out. So, just something just showing that work ethic and him being able to look back and say, this is what, I need to be looking up to and going in the right direction. And also, for his mom too, looking at me and saying, well, he's a great man and he did everything he did for us and for the family, and he set the example and something that can be passed on from generations to come.
All right. Anybody else?
I guess for me, it's just setting the blueprint for my two sons, uh, to let them know never give up, never let anyone deter them in anything that they're trying to accomplish, because you can do it.
Amen.
I ain't leaving my son nothing. Now let me stop. Not just to show. No, hope he sees the, like you said, like Wes said, the work ethic. That we don't stop grinding. If we keep going, nothing can ever stop because anybody know me. Injuries, surgeries. I think I'm the only guy who tore his Achilles and was hosting a show with a cast on with his foot in an angle like this. My best friend, he can attest to that because we still got the picture. I had foot surgery, was in the club the next day. We nothing stops the show. The show must go on. Work, work, work. And whatever.
I got you beat on the cast.
Not with that Achilles, you don't know.
I had a broke ankle.
I feel you then. You know what I'm talking about. So we got to keep working, and like Miss Robbie said, leave that generational wealth for his children. My mother not looking at me; she's looking at him. So I'm looking if he ever has children, I'm looking that way.
Well, I just want to say I want to thank God for each and every one of you, and may He continues to bless each and one of you. But on this note, we're going to make sure that we put God before everything, and we shall prosper. Miss Robbie, Vivacious, Belle, Wes, Unique, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank each and every one of you for your time. And if y'all need this content, please let me know. I will get it back to you. Miss Unique, do you have anything else before we let it go?
I just want to say anybody can steal your strategy, but nobody can steal your anointing. A lot of people just call themselves DJs, and some people are called to be DJs. So just walk in whatever it is that you are called to do, and you'll be the spotlight, whether you want to be or not.
Right. Well, with that, we're going to end this call. Looking forward to connecting and networking with you guys. And Miss Robbie, I'll be seeing you around February the 24th. I'm there to do an event, so I'm definitely going to come a little early so I can get a little food before I go to work.
What time on the 24th? I might slide through.
I'm sending you that info because I'm going to be there.
Okay.
Man, Bill, you need to come down there weekend, man. If you can, I'm there Saturday.
I'll be in Nashville with Dub 6 next weekend.
Okay.
Dylan and I have this thing. We doing day parties every second and fourth Saturday from 12 to 3. So he has a different theme that he rocks every Saturday.
R&B.
So this week R&B, and last what, fourth Saturday was Mardi Gras theme. So yeah, he rocking out.
Well, I tip my hat out to you.
I already followed your page, so I got you, Miss Robbie. I got it on Facebook. I'm already on it. So,
and y'all can follow me too on Facebook. I'm under Robbie K. Ferge.
Okay, well, we would do that. So, yeah, much love and respect. Y'all have a great and wonderful night, and peace.
All right, till next time.